Alright, welcome back. In this video we're going to work on going more vertical. We're going to get the door area secured up. We're going to put more of the supports on the sides. And the way I'm doing the side supports are going to be a little janky. I'm thinking about maybe getting some carriage bolts, but I'm not sure because I want it to be able to rest, and it's going to have a lot of weight on those side pieces. So if I get a carriage bolt and put it down between, maybe if I get a couple carriage bolts and bolt it in there, I think it should hold the weight better. But we'll figure that out along the way. So like I said, this week we're working on the door. So the door is going to have shorts on the sides, and then it's going to have one long and one long on the other side, so the door is going to be a full frame, like your house would be. So let's get to building it. Alright, already put the glue down. No. I ended up having to cut the other side smaller. Fits pretty good. Snug as a bug on a rug. as we don't move it, and it's fine. This one's gonna have to come in. Like I said, this wood is kind of janky. Where's my hole at? Where's my... Oh, there it is. There. That's it. Now we'll go over here. This side. Glue. And scream, scream, and do. Flush. 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 Glue and glue. So this one has to just come out. It's like it's kind of a janky board. Janky, that's today's word. Everything's being janky. Alright, let's screw and glue this one. There we go. It looks a little rickety right now, but it'll be better when we get there. Alright, so in the last video you've seen, we were measuring this out. This good old beam here. This is going to be screwed. Probably going to overscrew it. But like I said, I want to put enough support on this end because the walls are going to come rest down on this end. Sure, we got it out. We got the support going down to the pickup, but we want these supports to transfer down into this one. I'm going to eventually put some angles here to help hold it, push it down in here. Triangles. Excuse me, they're going to make triangles. So that's going to support the weight too. But right now, we're going to figure this out. So 12.5 on each side. I think we're good there. You stay over there and watch that so it doesn't move. Don't want it to move on me. Maybe I'll just push it in though. I don't know, I'll go to the other side and make sure it's 12.5. Yep. 12.5. So now I'm going to put, come over here and look at me. I'm going to drill down into this one. So I know there's a hole right there. So we're gonna glue all up along here. Tons of glue. Twelve and a half. Perfect. So we'll do one more here. And then we'll do one here. Bit got kind of caught up with some yum ass. Okay. We didn't hit a screw. We didn't hit a screw there either. I got enough screws. See, like I said, I was going to put carriage bolts in. So I was going to put the supports that go across on the sides because they don't expand the whole thing. I was going to put carriage bolts. But coming to think of it, do I need to put carriage bolts in? If I put the angles in, those are screwed in. That'll allow for the twist from it. And then the roof is going to be tied in at the top to a ridge beam that's going to go across. I don't think I really don't think I need carriage bolts. Like I said, I'm probably overthinking this. I just don't want it to fall apart. You put all the time and effort in building these things and you don't want it to fall apart. Like I said, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll have 7 screws in here. Just in this piece alone. That's probably a little too much. But like I said, I lifted this thing in here myself, so far it isn't too heavy. If I can lift it. You know it's got to be less than that. I'm not very strong, so it's going to be less than 100 pounds. So far. I almost sounded like I hit something. We'll see. Should have marked out where the screws were. It lifted, but it sucked it back down in. And yes, the glue is squeezing out, so There's enough surface mass for that glue, and that sucker isn't going anywhere. See, but on the other side over there, it's gonna rest. It's gonna have a short, and it's gonna have this longer one that has the pieces that stick out, and then it's gonna go up with another one that's gonna be toenailed in to that piece. So you're still gonna have lateral force that goes down. And like I said, you also have the roof. The roof's gonna offer support down on these things, but you're gonna have pull if so it doesn't want to pull out. So like I said, I'm probably overthinking. I think it'll be fine. Now if I figured it out, these are 74s. You take a half an inch on each side, you're still gonna have 6 internal. It's nice to talk to you. We can figure this out together. Now we gotta go down to the other end there and I'll make the shorts. Brought my miter saw from my workshop. You guys have never seen an over-under garage. That's what I have. My workshop's underneath the main garage. And I was getting a pain in the butt to go from the driveway where the truck is all the way around back under to cut wood. So I just brought my miter saw up here and I said screw it, I'm just going to cut it up here. Now we're going to work on those. I still have to put the center beam pieces in for the flooring. So there's going to be staggered in here. Figured those out. Those are going to be for the flooring. I gotta put blocking along the sides for the flooring to block down onto. But I have some leftover bamboo flooring from when I did my kitchen. That was a pain in the butt because it's actual hardwood floor. So I was thinking about, as soon as I get everything situated in here, I might just do the whole thing hardwood floor. But then I'm thinking, would that adhere right to the flooring? If I just put sheet plywood on, then the hardwood floor on top of that. But I was thinking, since it's actual hardwood floor, maybe I could get away with just putting that down on here. That'd be cool. Because it is fairly thick hardwood floor. Half an inch? Something like that. So maybe that'll work. The whole thing is, you don't know until you try. I don't know why I brought my square. Those are square. So if you can see, that's pretty much what I'm going to build. Just don't worry about I'm just going to build this angle here, hook onto there. I think that'll offer enough support because you'll only have that little bit of an overhang. I could actually bring it out a little bit more. But let's go finish that side where the door is. This way it will be all boxed in. I thought about going with a smaller door, but I was like, I don't want to have to try shimming my way in. 2 feet is a pretty good sized door. You gotta remember, you take like a half an inch off when the door is open. So let's go to the other side. This is solid though. And it'll just get a lot more solid the more I build. So far, I'm happy with this. Alright, so I got a plan. We'll see if it's a master plan. I have to build the bed over on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the support beam across here for the bed. And then I'm going to put my lats out from the bed. And then eventually I'm going to make the bed so it pulls out for the full length. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This is how tall my door is going to be. It's going to be a 5 foot. So it's going to leave me a foot on the top to put the ridge beam and stuff like that. So let's get gluing and screwing. It's kind of hard to do this glue on this side because it's vertical. But we'll make do. I'm going to put enough screws in here so it's going to support itself. I'll screw from the bottom too, so we're going to glue and screw. Glue and screw. Those caps just never stay on. Okay, so we're going to hold it here. And then I'm going to get one more. Yeah, I was thinking of, I put them out on just the single pivot points. It's going to want to give it more of a give. So I'm going to put it with the support coming in. Plywood will rest on that anyways. And then I'll put those angles in like I showed you, those little triangles, to give them more. I think this way I'll feel safer. And I have to put the door on anyways, so why don't we put the door on right now? See that glue? Even though I didn't spread it, it'll seep right out. No, originally I forgot I was doing this, and then I'm all like, my door's supposed to be 2 feet. I forgot I'm sandwiching it like this, so I confused myself. I do 2 there because there's 2 separate boards. Okay, then we're going to put one on the bottom. We can take the clamps off, we don't need those. Okay, so now we're going to put one underneath here. It's going to just tie it together a little bit stronger. Junk screw. The star was almost there, but it wasn't. There we go. And it glue squished out. So we got our glue. There we go. Another junk screw. So like I said, the star's there, but not all the way. So like right over here in this spot. So 2 junk screws and a 5-foot door, but got the other side going. All right, ladies and germs. But you see what we're doing here is we got this beam here. This is gonna be part of your bed system. Oh, but why is it so high? Not high off the ground. It's technically a 1/4 inch, about 17 inches. Not bad. We gotta screw and glue it. Put this here so I can put the support beam across. So you gotta also think it's 17 plus the half, so what, 18-ish? Yep, so this will go, there will be a support beam that goes across here, one that goes across there. It's every 4, there's gonna be 4 of them. And they're gonna rest in these 2 things to hold it on. We got our one tall piece over there for the door. We have enough space on this side over here to put our air conditioning. We're gonna have a house style wall air conditioner. We gotta figure out how that's gonna go in. The side you guys are on is gonna be the galley or the kitchen. And I'm trying to figure if 24 2 feet is adequate space. I think it is. I think it's going to be adequate. This, I think it's adequate. You also are going to have your upper one. And I don't know what that was. I think over on that side is, I'm going to put the diesel heater over there on the galley side, but then again I could put it over here, but like I said, that's pre-planning for later on. We are not there anymore, and I think I'm going to run, I got a support beam right here, so I think I'm going to run a support at least here and here. It's a little short. I might run more supports underneath this. It's not in right, but I think I might run more supports underneath. For the lateral. But it's going to have the other support coming out. It's going to kind of rock, but we'll see. We'll see how I like it after we're done. Add more supports. We can always add more supports. Well, let's glue and screw this side, which, if you can't tell, it's wonky. This whole freaking board is shifted. But let's do our best to get it straight. It's coming along. It's starting to take shape. I think our one problem we're gonna have. Oh, it's still, I can still lift it easily. We could double support it, glued and screwed along here. So I think we're good there. So we'll glue and screw this one. First we gotta get the old glue off. help if I open. See, the one thing about an end grain board is it's going to absorb a lot of the glue inside of the grains. So just do your best. Glue, and then we're going to screw. Yes, I'm gluing both ends because I will not be able to get to the other side. She's dripping. She's dripping. One side at a time. One side at a time. One thing is we put those right there, so am I going to be able to get two in there? It'll be tight, but I can do it. So I'll have to pull this out to get to the other side. We're putting two in here. Putting two in here so I can twist it better. Because it's really wonky. I sunk that one a little deep. Okay, so that one's in. I have to pull this out because it's almost level. I'm just trying to go over. Quite a bit. Because I can fit it in over there. Always fun. Ah. Oh, that's distance. That's distance. What is? Nine and 3/4. Gotta go this way.
9 3/4. Oh, always double check before you glue. Yeah. See, you can see the twist. So right now it's doing the twist. So we're gonna try getting that twist out best we can. It's twisted down there too. Okay, so I'm gonna go under. We're gonna try twisting this out. Wish me luck. In a little cave. I'd be a contortionist here. What else do I? We'll see. Do I like competition? Pain in my tuchus. Should have done this. Some of the wonks out of it. That's like right on the money and square. Oh, this blue bed. I see people make them short. I was gonna make this only 5 feet high. But then I'm looking at it like I want to be able to stand in this. I want to be able to sit comfortably. It's like, why would I make it 5 feet tall? I'm 5'8". I mean, I could probably made it 5'10", but that would give me a couple inches. I was only 2 inches shy of 12 feet. Sorry, taking a little break. And she's in there now. So this beam is also going to add back and forth sway from this way. The more you put in, the heavier it gets. I'm going to have to put it in anyways to make my bed right here. So why not just do this step? And that's what I was thinking, because I was going to do shorts on the outside. and that's not very much meat to grab onto. If I do a long one, it's got these 2 boards to grab onto, it's going to have more to bite into and less to push out. Alright. We are going to glue and screw this side now. We got our 5-footer cut here, got our glue, just screw. You have to pull it out, going from the bottom, of course, like we did on the other side. I think I got my plan for the other side. I'm gonna get some 2x4s. I ripped all my 2x4s in half to make this. So I'm gonna have to go get some more 2x4s. I'm gonna do 2x4s because I'm gonna have to do the lats to pull it in and out to make it wider than it actually is. So I'm thinking I was gonna use the 1, but I want the rigidity of it. So I'm thinking 2x4s. I mean, I could do these guys and plywood, but that only can go so far. It's still going to be plywood across the top, but it's going to be able to slide in and out with the other ones, and it's going to offer the strength because you're going to have more of it. That's my thought process behind that. So what I think I'm going to do, screw and screw, got to get that old glue off. Yeah. Okay. This project uses a lot of glue because some of us just don't want it to fall apart. My thought process is wood glue is fairly strong. I have glued lots of projects together with wood glue. I got a coffee table I made a couple years ago. Wood glue. Wood glue and a few screws. That sucker's holding up pretty well. So that's my thought process of why I'm using so much wood glue. If it's not the right way, well, too bad. So sad. It's the right way to me, and that's the way it's going to be. Get that squeeze out. And we'll do one over here. One right there. One right here to this one. You might be thinking to yourself, but you're using way too many screws. Again, I probably am. But I don't want it to fall apart. I'd rather have more screws than I need. And to me, I could probably use more screws if I really wanted to. I'll probably put 3 here. Okay, I only put 2. And some of you are probably thinking, you could use more screws. thought you seen the squeeze out. Oh, look at all that wood sauce. Just put that in that little hole there. We got some squeeze on this side too. Delicious. Delicious also wood sauce. I gotta pull this thing out, so you guys are going for a little ride. Gotta build a camper. We got a little too many screws. We got a little Ellis with screws there. Okay, one from the bottom. One from the bottom. There she is. There's the door. Now you guys are going for a ride backwards. She ain't going nowhere. And then eventually we'll have hinges. It'll swing this way. Of course, the door is taller than the side pieces are going to be. Which I need to push you all the way back to figure that out. You're all like, I'm spinning the wrong way. Yeah, you are spinning the wrong way. Yeah, you're still good. But let's have you turn this way. Get you back here. I could bring it down, but when I want it to slide in, I don't want it to have that much of a gap. But I don't want to have that much of a gap underneath. Too much of a gap underneath it will cause the wind to channel more underneath it. And we don't want that. See, I had a plan for the channeling of the wind. There was a little piece of like rubber up top that meshes down onto the thing. So when you're going down the road, it hits that piece of rubber and it helps direct it off. Because it's going to have a slight slant into the front. Maybe I'll reinvent something. It's like reinventing the wheel. Oops. Let me grab the longer one. It's probably in your way. This is 22 and a half. So I bring it down to 21. If I bring it down to exactly 21. I'll lose my tape measure between my truck. Yeah, let's bring it down to 21. Oh, wait, hold on. This is 21 and a half. 21. I got this thing for the satellite radio. I still say 21 is going to be good. Let's cut this to 21 and we'll see. Oop, what's it measure? Go here with 21. Go here. Yeah, I'd say that works. Oh, you guys are on it. Wind's picking up like we're gonna get a storm. Okay, let's see if I can actually do this. This one? Yeah. No. Longer. That'll work. 21. But now you get to kind of get the gist of it. So we're going up 21. Over how many feet this is going to be, I won't know till I get the sides put on. Probably going to do this side first. All right. Now we're going to get ready to put these on. Will help support the outer part, and I got one with 2x4s because this is going to be your couch area out in here. So I just wanted enough meat here for you to put yourself on. There's going to be slats in between. This is going to be a pull out to a bed. Super windy out here, so I'm sorry if the wind bothers you. Ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to use number 9 decking screws because I have number 9 decking screws. Now the extra long ones are for the outside because I want more bite. Like I said, I feel comfortable. It's just a little rickety feeling. Just a little rickety because it doesn't have all the supports yet. Okay. Oh, if I can figure out how to get in here. Oh, that's not gonna work. You kind of want to be in the middle, but you can't. Like I said, it is so windy out here today. walls are done. Now we should be able to do and one. Good. Nope, we missed. There we go. Like I said, we're going to save one. Engine overkill. Maybe it is. Oh, yeah. There's two reasons why I went for this way. One, I was just gonna put these ones I cut on there. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, I might do that. But I need to have the extra thick to lay the plywood across for the couch/bed system. Which will come later on. We got one there, we'll put one here, one there. My estimation was wrong. These are over 2 feet. So if I would have 2, 4, 6, 8, I would have been able to do 4 if they were 2s. But you want to go with maximum length? I guess you just have to do what you gotta do. If you want to go with maximum. So we're going with 2s, I guess. Well, over 2 feet. So do what you gotta do. It'll work out in the end. Just gotta take a little bit more. And we have an extra less than 2 feet, which we can use for something else. Split that down the middle and we'll use it for something else. So let's get to putting the other ones on. All this wood sauce seeping out. I really think this actually is helping this glue. Okay, as you can tell, we got 3 on, 1 left. I kept talking about how we need more of these. The other side doesn't have these. The other side's just gonna have straight beams. Because I figured I don't need these. Because that's gonna be like the kitchen area, storage area side. So, but if you heard, I don't know if I said it. I thought I was recording, and yeah, I'm sitting gabbing, and I'm not recording. But anyways, we're gonna do it on the outside. We're gonna sink 3 of these guys deep in here to hold the weight. But I'm overthinking the walls. Some of the wall's gonna rest over here. Some of it's gonna rest on each end. So I think we're gonna be good with the wall situation. So that's why I switched my thing up. I'm going over here at least. It's gonna make it a little bit longer, but I think it's gonna be better. I want that to try resting a little bit on this beam here. We got the So we got the whole screw over here on this side. So we're gonna want to move this guy over here to put it right down into this, because these think, I know, like I said, I'm overthinking everything. These threes will sink down into, almost into the other board. So that's why I don't want them off here, because I will sink them down and they'll go too far, giving us enough chance of support as possible. And like I said, on these ends, over on the ends, I'm going to put another board for screwing the plywood to. Like I said, we're going to be going vertical as much as I can. Going vertical. And one of the things about going vertical is I have to make sure your base is solid enough. Because if your base isn't solid enough, is anything else going to be solid enough? Delicious wood sauce. It's all good. You kind of wanted to seep out. Right? Yeah. Okay. 3 and 2.5. If you want to see the size difference, there's not much, but there is enough. So yours are 2.5, yours are 3. See, like I said, it's not much. It's still enough to give you a little more bite. And like I said, I didn't pay for the screws because I had them. And they're decking screws, so my thought on decking screws is they're designed for all weather. Gonna be on a deck. Why not? They'll hold up. Probably a reason why you don't use decking screws, but hasn't failed me yet. And look at that, solid as a rock. So now we're gonna attach the end pieces. The end piece to these. I have yet to decide if I should put windows in the loft, but a future me problem there. The longer one. This side. See, originally it was just going to sit on top and hold everything together, but now that I'm looking at it, I could just do it on the bottom. Do I want to lay it so it's lined up with these 2x4s? Or do I just want to give it all the meat to sink screws into? So doing it this way, I'm maximizing the use of these 2x4s. Where did I put my tape measure? $25 and an 8. The maximum length of these 2x4s. Look at that, 12 and a half. 12 and a half. So my overhang is all good. What's going on here? I think that side needs to fold in. It says 74, right? Oh, my wood sauce is annoying. Darn you, wood sauce. I got the parallels in my workshop. I can pull it in if I need to. Yeah, because it's only supposed to be to the top of a little one thing. The back of the top. So I might have to readjust. $70 3/4. $73 3/4. Not gonna come in much. I might be able to pry it into 73 3/4. Yeah, it wouldn't take very much to get it to 73 3/4. But my board, board is shy of a half. I'm gonna have to cut one. It says it's 74 to this end. End to end is 74. So I guess we'll just cut to 74. And I'll have two 74s then. One for each end. Alright. We got these cut for our beam. That's going to go across here. So, screw, glue, get this done here. And then we'll keep going vertical. And if you got any comments about what I'm doing wrong, what I could be doing better, let me know. Like I said, I'm not a professional. Just a man wanting to build a camper. And so far this thing has been holding my weight. So do I think I had any structural problems? No. Do I think this thing's gonna fall apart on me going down the road? No. Get that wood sauce on there. A lot of wood sauce. I'm going with 2x4s on the end so I can tie this board over here with this board over here and kind of make it more rigid. Rome wasn't built in a day, and this is going on 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I don't know. flush as possible. She's as flush as she's gonna get. And then we'll put one more, obviously. There we go. It's like I can't get it lined up. We haven't even worked on the other side yet. We do one side at a time. Well, to an extent. And like I said there, I'm going to think about putting support beam in here and over here. She kicked out on me. Okay. I've already laid on this thing. It's solid. It's just not tied to the bed. So you can kind of expect what would happen when it's not tied to the bed. Delicious wood sauce seeping out. I'm too busy worried about the wood sauce that I wasn't paying attention. Like I said, it's extremely strong. I'm lifting it with for all y'all that think this thing's gonna be too heavy. If I can lift it. Sucker's not heavy. It's just the fact I gotta try doing everything with one hand. She's in there. She kind of toes out, but we'll push her back. Because this has got to be 74. This is a little short. Could be cut.
I think I'm gonna put one right there. There's got to be one over here. This one here is gonna be the fun one. This has got to be toenailed. Oh, I might be able to. Oh, you guys got my tape measure. Can't remember what I said this was. Me and my weird measurements. I just had a spare piece of board sitting around. 20 3/8. Yeah, 20 3/8. So we've got 20 3/8. Two of those. So if you have the figure, I'll figure that out. Yeah, see what I mean? There we go. That's square. It's got to be pulled out just a little bit. That's a square. So if that one's right, this one should be right. Of course, little kitty wampus, but yeah. Okay. Let's try putting it right here. That's a good spot for it. It's nice to work up this high instead of crawling around the ground. But to getting the bed's in my way. No, that's about right. Oh, not quite. I like to sink them just a little bit. Now, shoot. Put that one on. I should have toenailed that first. I have returned from my conquest. The Craig pocket hole. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this. That's why I said some of you might hate me for it, but
My other giant project that I said usually holds like 600-700 pounds. Put together with pocket holes. So do I have a problem with pocket holes? No, not one bit. I have a problem with this jig. Hate setting it up. I know there's other more expensive ones out there. Jigs. There's the Foreman and there's the other one. Pocket holes are actually pretty good if you ask me. I built some things with pocket holes and I haven't had a problem. Oh, throw away. There we go. Oops. Wood sauce. Although the only thing is, these are square heads, and I wish they weren't. They were Torx. I like Torx so much better. A lot of people like Torx. I love Torx. See, she ain't going nowhere. She had to bust out a pocket hole. She ain't going nowhere. She's gonna be tied in on the top along this to the door frame area. You gotta worry. You can worry. I don't have to worry. If you want to worry about pocket holes, though, like I said, my last project, my last big project was built all with mostly pocket holes, and almost, I'd say 80% of it was done with decking screws. And that sucker, that's a bed. Let me just tell you that much. It's a bed. It's a big loft bed. Bouncing, moving, jiggling, whatever you're doing up there while you're sleeping, and have it falling apart. But now we'll figure out the top.